Okay. Question was, when we see these relationships, is it
Hmm.
only with respect to our blood relatives, or, for example, with Rahu, we can say that with foreigners you will have a generally good,
Yes, yes.
relation.
This
Okay.
is applicable for all.
Okay. Okay. Got it, sir. Thank you.
Yes.
Excellent, sir.
Gauravji. Oh.
It seems, sir, this way we'll find connection with almost every house 159, 37, 11, 212. Then what is
Hmm.
remaining? We have made
Nothing.
connection with every planet,
Remaining.
every house,
Remaining
every
is
planet.
remaining is 6 and 8, and
So
4 or 10.
why not put them also somewhere?
I will put that also in some class. Okay. So don't worry. I will cover each and everything. Now your question is valid. So at the beginning, every beginners can think. Na? So by this logic, every house is making combination. This is the beauty of Bhrigu Nandi Nadi. Okay, we need to cover each and every planet. But the thing is, we have also assigned the percentage. Correct. Now, depending on the technique, the applications are different for uh, these combinations. Okay. Now, see, understand this concept. When we say relationships, obviously you can't be a neutral to anybody. You have some kind of relation with everybody, every people surrounding you. Correct. Me, your father, mother, maybe in your office. If you're traveling to some country, there also you meet people, you make relations. Okay. So everywhere you have some bonding and some dispute with the people. Okay. So that's why we need to cover each and every planet. Na? So it's obvious that it should be connected with the everybody. And from that everybody, we need to categorize. Okay. The people who are close to us, people who are not close to us. Now the your concern is like this becomes very confusing because everything is connected. Okay, yes, everything is connected, but there is also hierarchy in it. Like which yoga we should give priority to. Like here I have assigned the percentage. Okay, in next class maybe we'll study about the married life. Okay, so in married life also you will see that Venus is a karak and Venus is connecting with the many planets. So those planets will help you to make predictions, and every planet will contribute something to your prediction. Okay, so you will not feel blank in your whenever you see any chart. Now you have something to say every time.
सर 17 में कितना परसेंटेज आता है?
50% ना, ये जो थर्ड पॉइंट वही तो है, थर्ड पोजीशन एंड सेवेंथ पोजीशन. एनी प्लैनेट इज इन 17, 50%. ठीक है. प्रश्न सिस्टम, नाड़ी प्रश्न इज द पार्ट ऑफ दिस भृगु नंदी नाड़ी.
Nadi system is part of Bhrigu Nandi Nadi.
Nadi Prashna system is a part of Bhrigu Nandi Nadi course.
This Kashyapa Hora is part of.
Kashyapa Hora is that Nadi Prashna. Both are same.
Okay. So how does it differ from the normal Prashna?
This is more simple.
Oh.
More simple and easy to apply.
This you are teaching in this session?
Yes. Like for example, let's say if I create a Prashna chart right now, let's say this is the current Prashna. Okay. If somebody is asking you a question related to profession, okay, when will I get job? This is the Prashna. So you can create chart for that particular moment. Like I created it 25th of August, 13/1, Delhi. So very first thing, in our Prashna system, what we do is we note down the Hora.
Yes.
Okay. Hora Lord. You know, in J Hora, we have option here. We can see here Hora Lord. That is Surya. What does it mean? For this particular hour, Sun is our Hora Lord, and the Sun will tell us the result of the Prashna. Person is asking me, when will I get job? So I will use this Surya to answer it. How? I know in this Prashna chart, Surya is located in Leo. Okay. Yeah. So soon in our upcoming class, I will teach you how to see the present, past, and future for the native. So this Hora Lord in the Leo sign will tell you the present situation of this person, what he is facing right now. Okay. Like Sun is in Leo, that is the good position. Okay, but sun is in the combination with moon, and also Saturn, retrograde Saturn. Now in Nadi system, we know moon shows the change. Okay, change. Saturn is also there. Saturn is the karaka of profession, as well as when Saturn moon combine with the Surya, that Hora Lord, it shows that there is the change, and that native is facing difficulty. But that native is well qualified. He can get job easily. Why? Because sun is well placed in Leo sign. So this is the present situation for the native. Understood?
Okay.
Now, why this present situation arises? This thing we can easily understand by by reading the past. What happened already? So in past, you know, the 12th past means the previous houses we can see. Okay, so if you see sun is in Leo, but before Leo it was in Cancer sign. Now sun is with Mercury, retrograde Mercury in Cancer. So you need to make prediction out of it. So we can call, okay, due to some miscommunication or some argument, okay, verbal argument or some miscommunication, this situation arises that you need to change the job. Why miscommunication? Mercury in Cancer sign, that also retrograde.
Communication.
Okay, so when you take sun in Cancer, it is also in the combination with Rahu in past. So some argument, some all these things we can expect. That was the past. Due to that situation, now in present he need to change the job. That's why he is asking. Now what is the future? Sun is in Leo. From Leo it will move to Virgo. Now in Virgo you see Venus and Ketu, they both are staying together. Now that is not a good indication. So he will lose the job, current job, that is for sure. But the question is when he will get. Obviously he will not get job when Sun is with Venus and Ketu. So we need to see the next positions of Sun, when he will make good combinations to receive any good offer in job. So all these things we can see in the Prashna like this. Okay, so it means you need to pick the Hora Lord and rotate that Hora Lord. Okay, behind and then forward. You'll understand the past, present, and future for the Prashna.
So my question is, how does it refer with Kashyap Hora and this Hora?
See, Kashyap Hora is the original text. Okay, I have given you the reference, the book reference itself. That is the Kashyap Hora. So you will find it on internet. If anybody interested in reading that book, they can read it. That Kashyap Hora contains the system which I am teaching in this course.
Oh, achha.
Okay, so that Kashyap Hora is a book like BPHS. That Kashyap Hora is written by a Kashyap Rishi only. So Kashyap Rishi wrote many books. Kashyap Hora, Kashyap Samhita. Okay, Kashyap Samhita contains the mundane kind of predictions and all. Kashyap Hora contains this Prashna system. So that thing only I will teaching in the Bhrigu Nandi Nadi course.
Sir, in this case, the person will get the job when sun comes into Scorpio. Is it correct, sir? Maybe foreign related job.
Yes, when sun comes in the Scorpio, there is a chances of getting job. Fine.
Thank you.
Okay. But the timing of event, we have some other methods also that we are going to use here. But yes, you are correct in this sense.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, so this is the Nadi Prashna system that we will be studying in.
Sir, because we इसमें जैसे suppose somebody doesn't have correct birth time, even because despite of that we will be able to predict properly using Bhrigu Nandi Nadi, because
Yes,
we are
obviously because we are not using the Lagna at all, huh? Still we can
Right.
make predictions.
ओके तो सर जैसे अभी तो वी आर यूज टू यूजिंग पाराशरी, फिर उसमें जेमिनी आ जाता है, सर ये सब चीजें, फिर हाउ इट्स लाइक अनडूइंग व्हाट वी ऑलरेडी नो, राइट? वी जब चार्ट देखेंगे तो वो तो टोटली खिचड़ी नहीं बन जाएगी क्या सर?
अच्छा, आपने जेमिनी भी कर रखी है आपने?
हाँ
तो बहुत आगे निकल गए आप, मतलब जब ज्यादा ही गड्ढे में गिर गए हो तो उतना नहीं जाना हमें. ठीक है, तो दिस इज नॉट अनडूइंग. ओके, so this is doing it perfectly. That's it.
Yes.
So you are you are not learning something new. Okay, you know the karakatwa. I am just teaching you how to use those karakatwa. That's it. And one more thing, the principles which we are learning here, okay, that is not alien or that is not new. I will tell you how. You see these combinations. Okay, the first point in same sign combination we use in Parashari.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nothing new. Huh?
Yeah.
5-9 position also used in the Parashari.
Definitely.
But you don't know the difference between these two. Then 3, 7, 11, so seventh position you know, but you don't have an idea about 311. Correct?
Yes. Mm.
But the 311 position is also a part of Vedic. But the problem is,
Didn't teach.
yes, we have not learned it. 212 position is also the combination, you know. I will give an example. There is the combination, we call it Kemadruma yoga.
Yes.
Yes.
Anybody heard about that yoga? And what is that yoga? What does it do? Kemadruma yoga says, if moon, anybody know the Kemadruma yoga?
Yes, sir. Jab moon is alone without first house and
Yes.
Yeah. No planets in adjacent houses either side.
Yes, adjacent means 212.
Mm. Yes.
Now you have to understand the construction of this yoga. Now the problem is we read the combinations given in the text, but we never taught why
Why?
that combination created.
It only. Yes.
Okay, why we are more concerned with the 212. Okay, Pragya ji. So the concept is that Kemadruma yoga says if moon is not having any planet in 212, okay, so the strength of moon becomes very weak and the person will feel all result that moon weakness can give.
Alone.
So there are many results are mentioned like poor, okay, bankruptcy and or mentally disturbed and all this, many things are given. But that is not true. You have to understand the essence of that yoga. When you have 212 planets, okay, like for example with the moon, if moon is having any planet in 2 and 12 position, you know what is happening. That moon is getting strength from those planets. And in BNN, we are saying 212 position will make combination. This is the only difference.
Yes.
Otherwise, both are same. It means if no planet is present in the 212, okay, no combination. And in Bhrigu Nandi Nadi, in next session, I will also teach you like if any planet is not having support from any other planet, that planet becomes weak itself. That is the base of that Kemadruma yoga. And I will tell you one more interesting factor that this Kemadruma yoga is not only applicable for Chandrama. You can apply to any planet.
Yeah.
This is how we taught, na? We taught this Kemadruma yoga is only applicable for Chandrama, but I am saying not only Chandrama. You can apply to any planet. If Jupiter is allowed, no planet in 212, Jupiter is a weak planet in your chart. Okay, if Sun is allowed, no planet in 212, Sun is weak. Okay, so this is the base of Kemadruma. So these all things are given in Parashari only. I am saying that this Vedic jyotish is complete in itself. So no rules are alien. Only thing is, maybe in Bhrigu Nandi Nadi, you will realize that you are reading it first time, but you are not reading it first time. I am just interpreting in such a manner that it looks like this is something new, but it's nothing new. You know it already. ओके प्रज्ञा जी, समझ में आया ना? ये तो अभी जो हमने आज किया है, ये सब आपने ऑलरेडी किया हुआ है, इसमें कुछ नया नहीं था. मे बी 212 आपके लिए नया होगा, है ना, क्योंकि इसका ज्यादा यूज नहीं किया जाता है. अदरवाइज ये पहले के 3 रूल तो सेम ही है, इसमें कुछ नया नहीं था. ठीक है, तो उसमें आपको अनलर्न नहीं करना है. यू डोंट नीड टू अनलर्न एनीथिंग वॉट एवर यू हैव लर्न. ओनली थिंग इज आई एम जस्ट अरेंजिंग इट, रीअरेंजिंग इट.
तो जब चार्ट देखेंगे तो पर्सपेक्टिव थोड़ा और वाइडन करना है.
बस
along with what we are doing. Okay.
हाँ.
Sir, my concern is if moon is alone, like Kemadruma yoga, but it has in trine, planets in trine, then it's getting some help.
Yes,
Yes.
it will get some help.
Yes.
Yes. See, like this, na, every combination given in Vedic Jyotish has some roots in it. If you understand the construction of that yoga, na, you will understand there are many concepts that we have not learned till now. Panch Mahapurush Yoga. Okay. Hardly 1% of people have that yoga. Okay, but it exists in everybody's chart. What is that? Buddhaditya yoga. It is a common yoga, exists in everybody's chart. I think 90% of people have this yoga. But if you understand the construction of that yoga, you will realize that it is impossible to get that combination.
सर गज केसरी
कैसे
योगा
समझेंगे
Gaj
सर?
Kesari yoga is also similar thing. Gaj Kesari yoga exists in anybody's chart.
everybody's chart.
Okay, but if you understand the logic behind that yoga, na, so you will feel that is very rare because you understand the meaning of Gaja Kesari. Why Rishi is calling it Gaja Kesari? Gaja means elephant, Kesari means lion. That person have the properties of lion and elephant. What is the property of lion? Lion is very fast, okay, quick. Elephant is very smooth, okay, slow moving. That person have both properties in it. That is the property of real saint, we can say, or real king. Okay, so mentally we should have that elephant quality, but physically we should have the quality of that lion. Okay, elephant has strength, lion have that courage and all. We need both kind of property. If anybody have all these things, that is equivalent to king. He can rule any area. If that combination is in my chart, so I can be a king in Jyotish. That is the interpretation, but you understand the construction of that Gajakesari yoga, you will find that hardly out of 1,000 horoscope, only one chart is having that combination. The rest of all charts are have a cancellation of that chart, yoga. Correct. So like this, Vedic Jyotish is very vast, and the methodology of teaching, how we learn that Shastra, that is something where we need to do more work. Okay,
Sir.
otherwise at this stage, we all not feel that Bhrigu Nadi is something different or Gemini is different, but all are in same plane only. Only thing is the advancement of the knowledge. Gemini is more advanced, so this is my recommendation that don't go for Gemini at this stage. Once you get confidence in this, whatever system you are using, maybe KP, Krishnamurti, or maybe Parashari, maybe Bhrigu, any system. Until and unless if you don't master it, don't go for the advanced methods. Yes, you have some questions.
सर शाकता योग अभी मतलब वो होता है शाकता योग मून एंड जुपिटर
मून एंड जुपिटर उसको विश योग समझ गया, मून जुपिटर ठीक है, हाँ
वो
होता है अभी
होता है या नहीं होता सर बिकॉज़ आई हैव सीन लॉट्स ऑफ चार्ट जहां पे है बट स्टिल दे आर डूइंग गुड
no see when we read the yoga so don't take it literally the combinations only. Okay, the problem is, see, you understand the construction of whole knowledge. Whenever you read any classical book, you will always find that yoga adhyay, that chapter of yoga, okay, always exists at the end of the book.
Yes.
Not in the beginning. First Rishi start with some basics, okay, Rashi, houses, planets, then Shadbal, okay, then Ashtak Varga. Then after covering all these basics, then he teaches the yoga. So when he defined that yoga, he assumed that you already know the basics. He assumed that you know basics already. So when he say, for example, Kemadruma, so he assumed that when I say it is applicable to moon, that my student can understand that this is not only for the moon, this can apply to any planet. This is the kind of intellect their student have that time. Okay, but our student intellect is not that developed. So the problem is they read chapter as a standalone chapter. They open the book. Okay, now we have reached to Yoga Adhyay chapter. They start reading it, but they don't apply the basics that already covered in that same book. That's why, if you understand that whole concept, you will feel that those yogas are not applicable every time. There are rules of cancellation in it. For example, let's say if any yoga is saying, like in every yoga we have 2-3 planets, correct? 2 planets, at least 2 planets. And out of those 2 planets, at least 1 planet is a major planet in that yoga, who is participating, who is giving the flavor for that yoga. For example, let's say Jupiter. Jupiter. Now that, imagine if that Jupiter is afflicted in the chart, how can we assume that yoga will going to manifest?
Okay. It's not
that is against the whole basic concept, no? So like this, we need to follow the basics. We have some instructions how to use those yogas. So every time you have to apply exceptions in it.
Yes. Got it. Thank you, sir.
Now the biggest problem with our classics is they have given the yoga list, but they have not given the exceptions.
Exceptions.
Okay, so the exceptions we need to understand.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Yes, you raised your hand.
Yes, I have a question.
Hmm.
When we talked about that moon is alone, no planet 212, but on the other hand, moon is in trine with Jupiter, for example. So we will apply both. So the native would be a little bit more isolated, but we use the Jupiter moon combination also.
Okay, so the thing is, to define this, you need to understand one more factor. So when we say no planet is in 12 and second house, what the first thing is, in past also, moon is not having any support. If no
Correct.
planet in the 12th house, it means moon travels from the previous house and reach to the current position. In previous house also no planet. It means in past there is no support for that native. Okay, in future also no support. Okay, but at present you have in trinal, correct?
Yeah.
In trinal you have 159, in Jupiter you have trinal, correct? What does it mean? At present, moon is enough strength. Okay, moon is having that strength, but in past, no strength at all. Maybe in future also he will lose his strength. That is a possibility. Now that is a different variation of same Kemadruma. Okay, so you need to understand in terms of past, present, and future. So this will help you to judge the strength of planet. So when we say no planet in past, it means moon was weak in previous sign. Okay. Now moon is reached to the current position where in trinal we have some planet. At present he have that strength. Okay, maybe in future he will lose the strength. That is also possible because no planet exists in next trinal. So like this we need to understand it. So this will help you to judge the strength of planet. Okay, suppose we have two horoscope. Okay, first horoscope, moon is in Sagittarius sign. Okay, and in second horoscope, moon is in, let's say, Cancer sign. So the position where moon is in Sagittarius sign, you can understand previous sign is Scorpio. Okay, that is the debilitation sign for the moon. No planet there. It means no planet losing the strength as well as present in the debilitation sign. Weakest position for the moon. Now moon reached to the Dhanu Rashi. After reaching Dhanu, you can imagine the quality of strength that maybe at present position they have strength, but not that much because in past also not much support. No? But in other chart, you will see the past journey is not good, but at least not debilitation, not that much bad. Okay, now if you compare both charts, now you will see the difference in the strength of moon. So these things will help us to decide the quality of the result. Ultimately, we need to assume some strength for the planet, no? How much strength they have, then only we can make predictions. So these small concepts will help us to decide the strength of planet only. Okay, so understand in terms of past, present, and future. Because we need to make future predictions. No? The future prediction means next position we need to consider. In next position, empty house. So what we can advise? We can advise whatever you have right now, save it or build more, because in future you may require it. Because in future you don't have any support at all. So like this we can guide them. Moon is an emotional planet. Okay, so what is the requirement? Emotional support. Maybe today he is not realizing it because today we have some support from the planet, but tomorrow he require that support. So as a counselor, we can guide them. Okay, Nalinji, boliye.
Sir, on the contrary, we can also say this: when moon is in the Sagittarius signs, it has passed through the debilitation of the Scorpion, right? Scorpion sign. So here the moon has seen the worst which a moon can see. Now it's moving out of the debilitation and moved in a better way. So the moon is more stronger now because he has seen the hardship. He has gone through the hardship.
It's not like this. You can, I will tell you the real situation. Let's say you have a symptom of COVID right now. Okay. So you have that virus and your body becomes weak and all. After 7 days, you get recovered. So what do you think after that recovery, you will become more strong? Or that recovery simply means that you have recovered from the weakness, but still you are weak. Remember it, still you are weak. Okay, you can't go and roam everywhere, you can eat anything. No. You need more recovery, you know. So what does that complete recovery mean? Complete recovery means either that moon is placed with some friendly planet. Okay. Or it will reach to the exalted position. Or it will reach to its own position. Okay, so it depends like what kind of problem that moon is facing in past. Same thing is happening with us. Na? So when we recover from fever, okay, let's say yesterday I had fever, now I am recovered. So what will you advise? Okay, you have just recovered, so please take care. Because you are susceptible to what we call infection and everything. Na? So we keep those people separate, okay, we take care more. Okay, once you get fully recovered, then we allow them to do whatever they want. Same thing happens to the planet.
Sir, if the moon moves from exaltation position to the other house, then how we can interpret this?
From exaltation, he gained lot of strength. Okay, you know the moon will give better result in Gemini as compared to Taurus in terms of strength. Okay, because moon already gained the maximum strength. Okay, if moon is not losing the strength in the next sign, na, then moon is equally powerful in Gemini also. Until unless if no affliction is there. So it means moon will travel with the equal amount of strength in all Rashi. And slowly he will lose some strength in other signs.
पर अगर
Okay.
next second में Scorpio हो तो
Next sign में
Scorpio हो तो
हाँ तो उसको डेबिलिटेशन में चला गया ना वो अपना स्ट्रेंथ डेबिलिटेशन तक आते आते वो खत्म हो जाएगा स्ट्रेंथ उसका वहां पे।
उसका इसका मतलब जुपिटर है ना तो लियो के अंदर अच्छा रिजल्ट देगा बहुत ज्यादा।
हाँ, you know, I already explained in, I don't know in which class I explained it. See, you have to understand one point. When we say a sun in Aries, exalted Surya, what is the result of exalted Surya? Can anybody tell me? What is the result? What we generally predict whenever, what is the nature of person, sun exalted?
Sir, name, fame.
Name, fame, nature. Name, fame.
He's a regal and royal person.
He is?
A regal and a royal person, like personality.
I have exalted, sir. I have exalted on mine.
Exalted and
egoistic, sir.
Egoistic. Okay, so like maximum people saying egoistic. Also royal and everything is correct. But but I will tell you one thing. When sun is in exalted, you know what is the real meaning? What exactly sun wants? What is the, see, you have to understand the psychology of Surya, sun.
King.
Okay. Sun is the king, but you know, the real king actually nourishes everybody.
Yes, give everyone.
Okay. And for that nourishment, he need that ego. And don't take this ego as a negative ego. People generally say Surya Lagna means that is negative kind of ego. Okay, he will not listen to anybody. Now, that is the symptom of afflicted Surya in your chart. See, exaltation Surya doesn't mean that Surya is good in your chart. No, exaltation is only the status of Surya. Surya is afflicted or not, that is a different part. There are two things in the chart you need to see. First is whether the planet is beneficial or malefic. Okay. Second thing is whether that planet is powerful or weak. These both are different. What that real sun wants to do, okay, and what exactly we are doing, that's why we spoiling our Surya. Okay, Surya always functions for others, not for himself. But if you have exalted Surya and you think of yourself only, you and your family only, then that is the biggest mistake you are doing with the sun exalted. You don't require any pitru dosh and sarpa dosh in your chart. Only sun exalted will
Spoil you.
create that much of hardship in your life. Understand the psychology of Surya. What Surya designed to function. Okay, Surya we call a Surya as a father. Okay, father works for their children and all. So what the same thing Surya is doing. Surya in return they don't ask anything, no. Every day he is giving us sunlight, okay, for plants, helping us in the photosynthesis process. Everything sun is just nourishing without demanding anything. But if you have Surya exalted and you're expecting something out of it, you have done biggest mistake in your life. So
Selfless duty.
that is your responsibility to manage it now. Okay. And Lord Krishna is a good example of exalted Surya. I don't know whether Surya exalted in their chart or not, but the kind of action that he have done, that is the duty. Okay, that's why Surya is dharma. Na? So like this, if any planet is in exaltation, it means that planet is following the peak. He is in its own psychological state. Okay, without any affliction. But what happens is we are human beings, we are not Surya. Okay, so if I have sun exalted in my chart, so it is not mandatory that I will behave like a sun exalted. No. Okay, those planetary positions are your past positions. Okay, your past life. No, that's why those arrangements in your chart you are getting. Why? Because of your past karma. Now, with that past karma thing, you have to live your present life. So, in past karma, you have earned that much of punya that you are getting sun exalted. Okay, but your current life nourishment, society is nourishing you, your parents is nourishing you. So you have developed your mindset and all in such a manner that we are spoiling our sun. So when sun is exalted, the highest responsible planet, and then when he goes to Taurus, Gemini, and ultimately when they reach to Libra, debilitation, now sun is free of every duty. You can't do anything with the Surya. Okay, that is the worst position for the Surya at a dharma point of view. Okay, so if you have sun exalted, so you need to revisit your all actions and everything. Okay, remove any expectation or any fruit out of your karma. Whatever you do without any expectation, and you will see the magic in your life. Okay, that is the biggest remedy for the sun exaltation people. And for sun debilitation, they have a lot of expectation, but they have wrong expectations. So they need to transform their expectations, or they need to rewash the expectation. But sun exaltation totally remove their expectations. No need to keep any expectations.
So
then magic will happen.
Venus is also exalted in the same.
So you have to understand the psychology of Venus. Psychology of Venus. So Venus have a duty towards the female. So you need to do your duty towards female. Then again without expectation. See, anything in exaltation, so don't expect anything from that planet. Just do your action, you will see the miracle, because planet is bound to give you everything. Whatever you're expecting, they will give you more than that. But once you start expecting something, once you attach fruit in your action, now then that is the biggest disaster. This is what Bhagavad Gita is teaching. So every word from the Krishna is a what we call that is something which is for the exalted planet people. So he is teaching us how to reach there. Okay, but we have already reached there. Okay, but due to ignorance, we are not utilizing those placements. That's why sun exalted is the best placement, but we calling it egoistic. So obviously it will feel like egoistic. Let's say if I am the king and I need to nourish my people. So the biggest egoistic person, I will look for my maybe wife or queen. Queen will think that I am the biggest egoistic people in the world, because I am not giving attention to her. Because sun's duty is to nourish all, okay, not only one or two people. So those one or two people will always feel something negative for you, because you have a less attention to them. No, you have to pay attention to everybody. That's why sun doesn't care what is happening in the earth or other planet. He have his duty, he is doing it. If somebody is feeling 40 degrees Celsius is very hot, okay, they are dying and all these things, sun doesn't care about this. That is your karma. Na? You have cut all trees and all, you have to face it. So that's why that ego thing is the good thing that is attached with the Surya. But that is not the same ego that we are expecting. Na? That some people are very ego. That is the wrong, what we call, wrong qualities we have given to Surya. That ego nature will come automatically when you nourish others. Okay.
So
Maybe-
basically, may I just add something or
Yes,
ask
yes.
kind
Yes.
of? So basically, the whole chart is the snapshot of past life karma. It's a snapshot actually for ignorance, where we
Yes.
were ignorance in past life and the lessons we have to learn to remove that. Or
Correct. That's what I'm saying. You have said the same thing, but in more systematic manner. Obviously, this is a past chart. So in past, if we have getting the sun exalted, it means we are ignoring that quality of this Surya. And in this life also, we are doing the same mistake. Okay, so in Guru Purnima event also, I have taught one technique of identifying the purpose of life. If anybody attended that lecture, they can understand this, that our arrangement of planets in this life in their birth chart will tell you in what area you need to perform your action, like dharma, artha, kama, moksha. We have a 4 purusha. See, so in which area we need to perform, in which area we need to focus more, that we can easily identify. Okay, so maybe in some other classes, if we have time, we can discuss all these things. But yes, you need to restudy and re-understand the definitions, okay, of these exalted and debilitations. So if any planet is exalted, all planets are exalted, consider it. Okay, so so that is the exact psychology of those planets, what they want to achieve, okay, in real sense. And then when they move to their debilitation, okay, they will lose their their own nature. They're losing their nature, original nature. And in debilitation, you have a full freedom to do whatever you want to do with those planets. You know, the maximum free will present in the debilitation. So that's why I'm saying, in last session also I have explained it, that jyotish, the source of jyotish is divided into 2-3 parts. First is we are getting the knowledge of jyotish from modern authors. Okay, we have modern authors' books, courses are going on, like I am also teaching, so I am also modern teacher or author. Okay, so you are getting this knowledge from me. That is a modern, that is a digested thing. Okay, that is not your development. You are just having some digested material with me. Okay, then in this hierarchy, if you go a little bit higher, then you have the knowledge of Acharya, like Acharya Varamihir, Acharya Mantreshwar, different Acharyas we have. We should read these books. These books are actually in their original format right now. Okay, you will have this original source. And if you go more higher, then you have the knowledge of Rishi and Maharishis. Okay, some books we have original books. Rest of books are already, we have done many adulteration in it. Okay, but some books we have of Rishi Acharya, we should also read that book. If you go more higher, then we have the knowledge directly from the gods, Lord Shiva, Kartikeya. Okay, these people given their jyotish knowledge. We don't have those sources. Some sources we have, but we don't want to give to others because we think Lord Shiva given that knowledge to me only, so I'm not giving it to others. Okay, so once we get the equal, like Lord Shiva have the Parvati, no? That student. That kind of student, if you receive, obviously that knowledge we will deliver. So maybe we are waiting for those students. So the thing is, our journey should start from this level and understand all these knowledge is second-hand knowledge only. You have not achieved anything from it. So once you learn everything, then your own journey starts. First-hand knowledge. And to attain that first-hand knowledge of Jyotish, we need to do some other activities in Jyotish, like we should do some sadhana or meditation at least. Okay, so that we will have that Jyotishmati Pragya. Jyotishmati Pragya means that intellect that speaks only about Jyotish. Okay, so then you realize that the same sutra that I am reading and one sutra Nalin Kumar is also reading, but we are doing different interpretation out of it. I don't understanding, like if I can explain some exaltation position in some manner, maybe Nalinji will explain in some other manner. Why the difference is there? We have read the same books. Okay. Then why is difference? Because difference is because of our intellect. Okay. So that Jyotishmati, the level of Jyotishmati arises in us, the level of interpretation also changes. So same sutra we can interpret in 100 manner. Okay, 100 different ways. It depends upon person to person. That's why in some translation you will see that same the person who is doing commentary. Okay, he is explaining something, and when you read it, you will add something more to it. Okay, so that's why meditation is a best practice. If you're very serious in Jyotish, we should do meditation 20 minutes morning and evening. Okay, no matter which meditation, start with something. Meditation will definitely help you to understand the sutra, shloka, and the meaning, the psychology behind that sutras, and how to use them. Okay. So with this, Jai Gurudev, take care.